So, like I said, when I was 13, I was diagnosed bipolar. I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1 after experiencing the loss or the beginning of the end of my grandfather's life. And I have to say that the culmination of the environment I was in, and although I'm very blessed, I have to say childhood abuse and emotional abuse, that is all very real, and it's traumatizing, and being raised by your grandparents isn't the easiest thing. And then a major event such as being raised by older people is losing them early in life. And I was in ninth grade when my grandfather was diagnosed terminal. So it was it was really hard for me. About 7 days of no sleep later, shortly after finding out, I slipped into my first psychosis, and it was it was weird. It was weird. I barely can recall any of my episodes, and honestly, it has been a 15 um it has been um a 15-year stint in and out since then, and I am 28 years old now. So it was, I can say that it was very impactful to experience such deep situations, such as life and death, at such an early age. I was 13. So, dealing with these years, this past decade and a half of struggling through managing my emotions and learning how to navigate my own mental health pathways. It's been a struggle and a blessing, and definitely a learning experience. I'm learning myself, I'm learning the world, I'm learning how to live in this reality. Everybody take a breath with me before I keep talking. So, in for 4, hold for 7, and release for 8. Ready? Here's a coping mechanism. And breathe. So, if you're ever having an emotional traumatic attack, a good coping mechanism is the 4-7-8 method. It's breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and releasing for 8 seconds. It really is centering for me, and it's helped me a lot. So, back to it. Um, yeah, so like I said, my first experience mainly derailed me because of the life and death situation, and my grandparents were proactive and they got me the help I needed, but it just, not being able to accept the fact that you can't cope and not understanding why you can't cope, you get defensive and you don't want to take your medication, like I, not you per se, the viewer, but in a relatable sense, I did not want to be ill. I did not want to consider myself broken, as mental illness is prevalent in my family, and I viewed so many episodes from the outside in, and I never understood it. I just, crazy is a common term. misplaced and demeaning at this day and age, and it has separated and divided so many people for years. So, you know, but yeah, I struggled on, I struggled throughout high school, and then in junior year when my grandfather died, I was on the verge of death myself, like literally, metaphorically. I was not doing well, and I decided to move to New York when I was 18, and I've been living a life in between, where I was raised and where I am now, and it's been a journey. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. I would appreciate the feedback, the support. Tell me what, like, if you want me to keep going. I don't want to go too far in this first video, as I am just now navigating how to really tell my story in a way that will help others and not, trigger others. So bear with me. I love you guys. Remember that I'll just share something my grandfather instilled in me was that the most prevailing factors in life are love, relationships, empathy, and a good understanding of your spirituality and your mental faculties. My grandfather was the most stable, loving man I ever known, and I just want to end this video with a positive note. Um, Through all of my experiences, I've come to understand that those factors are so important and crucial to the well-being of any individual. Love, empathy, mental faculties, kindness, compassion, all of it. An appreciation for the blessings, as well as the things that just make us want to learn and gain an understanding of others, the blessings, the tribulations, relationships. Those are what matter. Anyways, as I ramble and go on and on and on and on, I just want to say, here's a big virtual hug for anybody struggling with reality, or today's issues, the shooting, everything. Like, God, I mean, like, this world needs so much more love and understanding and empathy. I really want to pressure that in this video mainly. We're all affected by these daily stressors. We're all affected. And the news is just, pounding us with all of these opinions and situations, and we're just so scared. So I feel like if I could reach out, open my onion self up, and bloom to you guys, I would love for some pollination. Oh, I was thinking of a flower at that point, but yeah, pollinate my onion. I'm just kidding. So now I'm quirky and funny, but yeah, welcome, welcome, one and all, to the magical world of